Hello, welcome to my tutorial of level 14 parking garage in Splatoon 2. I'm your host Liam, otherwise known as LiamG25. So this is a tutorial intended for people who maybe already understand how to play the game good, but are looking to get into speedrunning and just want to learn how to do some routes. You don't necessarily need to be told what a flick shot is, but what you do need is to be told just how to get through the level quick. Okay. So in this level, we're doing the hero shot because it's good, and we're gonna start off with the curlers. For this first section here, you can more or less ignore the sprinklers and then just send a curler right down the line. You can do a little quick hop and shoot that sprinkler, and shoot the box at the top in the same go. All right, now that you're up here, you are basically going to cut a line across here, skipping all of this area, right? So by not going around there, we save some time. The next thing you want to do is we're looking to get down this alleyway as quick as possible. So think about the racing line analogy again. We're going to try to do the shortest path. So you've landed here, you can just send a curler straight down this line to bypass that fella, and then jump up here to grab the armor. Normally when you're going quick, you wouldn't have aggroed this fellow, so he wouldn't have shot at you, but it just takes a little bit of time to get the movement from here up until that barrier quick enough that fellow won't notice you. So when you end up here, you might be various places in the cycle. We call this the Ian's car wash, but it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to ink the top, go above, send down a curler, you're good to go. Alright, so on to the next section. If you're really tricky, you can throw a splat bomb that just lands right there to explode with perfect timing to get that octoling as she super jumps in. But if you miss it, don't worry, because you can just gun as well. As you're landing, you want to ink that strip and go up. Now this is one of these things where in casual play, this sniper is going to offer you a lot of trouble, but in a speed run, it's actually really not that big of a deal. You're just going to go forward, hit there, and your jump early, ink and swim, fall off the edge, ink and swim, send down a curler this way, send up a curler that way. Oops. These guys don't cooperate for the tutorial. So the idea here is that you are trying to get the curler up the line as far as possible to save you as many actions as you can, so you don't need to waste time doing extra inking or extra curling. Alright, so you've arrived at this new section. You've come here. You just want to blast through these boxes, drop down, right, because dropping down is faster than jumping. Ink to here, drop down again, ink to here. Now, normally you would hold in squid form until you go all the way through that grate, but what we're going to actually want to do is bonk our head on it and then shoot down so that we can jump off of the lower platform, like this. Pretty slick, right? Normally you're going to go through the whole other section up there, and you're going to jump down, and you're just covering more area than you need to. Alright? Make sure to do it quickly, because the fellow that I shot here will get a few shots in you if you're not doing it quickly. Alright, so from here, it's as simple as coming down, opening the lock, blasting away. So, while you're super jumping through that last section, you can take aim at this button. It takes a little bit of a while to get the aim down, preparing while you're flying through midair. But as you do so, you'll have the height in order to ink that switch from midair so you can get moving as soon as possible. So then when you do, just a simple curler down the line, and then you want to fire in that switch, taking time to jump as you go. It'll make getting that switch more accurate and faster. So you can swim up here. Depending upon where you arrive, these Octarians might be various places in the cycle, but for the most part, you can just safely ignore them. Send a curler up the line, and then down here. Okay, so your next switch is going to be right there. Don't get too scared about all those fellows shooting at you there. As soon as you land in this section, there will be a checkpoint here, which will give you your shield back, and your momentum is not really that heavily affected when you're moving up and down. It's really just horizontal movement that's impacted in a big way. So don't worry. From here, you can jump into this next section, and then you'll trigger all the enemies in this area to spawn. We're not going to worry about most of them, because all we really need to do is ink this section here, and then leap, and up you get. Super. So now that you're here, a big fight scene is going to trigger that actually has quite a bit of lag. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take down the... this guy's still shooting at me. You want to take the sprinkler out here, then shoot the Octarian, or the Octoling, and then pan to your right and shoot the Octoling there. So you come down, shoot, 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 and you should be more or less good to go. There's faster ways to do it, but that's a nice and dependable way to chew through all the enemies in that section. Then all you gotta do is drop down. You're basically home free. Coming up here, we'll have a rail, and you'll have the opportunity to throw down a curler right in front of the Zapfish and grab the gold. And that's the level. So that's my tutorial on how to play level 14 of Splatoon 2 Parking Garage. All right, well, make sure to subscribe and tune into my channel next time for all my other speedrunning videos. If you're curious about how to play some other games in the series, or rather other levels in the game, check it out because I've got tutorials for them all.